Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes for the Nintendo Game Boy. This, I believe, is based on the first film, and not on the second film, which I believe is Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes, which is what the cartoon is based on. Yeah, this is before the sequel. And in this game, you're playing as Wilbur Finletter, who is the protagonist of the first Killer Tomatoes film. Obviously, if you've seen that movie, or if you know things about the movie, you know what to expect here. You're playing as Wilbur Finletter, you're fighting off Killer Tomatoes, you're throwing swords, you're using a parachute, and not much else to say other than that. This is a really weird game to get used to. I'll see if I can get more used to it than I already am as I play through this game, because I play through not all of it, but a good amount of it for Try That Tuesday on Twitter. And this game has its quirks, which is why I hope to get more used to the game as I play through it. So, might as well press, or rather hold start here, just to get through all this logo stuff. Then press start again, and we start our game. And you have to get through this whole game in one sitting, too. As you recall from last episode, Dr. Gangrene has begun an assault on the world beginning with Zanzucchini. His tomatoes have taken over the city and nearby countryside. Only one man can stand up to them. Tomato Wars veteran Wilbur Finletter. We join our game already in progress. So, we get a news bulletin before every stage from Whitley White, or Whiteley White. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. Yes, he's in the movie too. And then you start the game, or rather the stages you're already on. So in order to pause the game, you have to hold select and press start. Pressing select allows you to use a skateboard. That allows you to move more quickly, though I don't know if I'll be using it. While the start button allows you to throw swords. I'll mention that when the time comes. So that's why you have to press both of those buttons at the same time to pause. In this game, jump and attack are reversed. You jump with the B button and you attack with A. If you press A on its own, you kick. If you hold up while pressing A, you'll do a punch instead. The kick lets you attack low, while the punch lets you attack high. Left and right lets you move left and right. Down lets you duck and also perform a crouching punch, or crouching kick, if you hold down and press A. And you can move up and down letters with up and down. And that's pretty much it. Also, if you hold or press simultaneously A, B, select, and start, you'll go back to the title screen. So, I'll mention what's on the screen as I do this. Your hearts are your lives. Your medals are your health. The amount of tomatoes you have are these little cherry tomatoes you pick up when you defeat enemies. You have a multiplier below that. That's the X that I picked up at the start of this level. And sometimes you can punch things to get stuff as well. You have your current amount of swords to the right of the tomatoes and the multiplier. And then you have your current amount of time left and your current score. You don't want to run out of time because that costs a life. The multipliers not only multiply the amount of points you get, but they also multiply the amount of tomatoes you get from picking up cherry tomatoes. I had to concentrate there because I did not expect that cloud platform to show up at all. What is over here? I can't imagine much. And sometimes you can get some trampolines and stuff going on here. And if you do that, yeah, you can hold A on those to move higher, which is excellent. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the game is concerned. At least all of the HUD down there. There's a parachute. If you grab that, you can press select in midair to deploy said parachute. Also, do not want to touch those flashing tomatoes, because those actually cost me cherry tomatoes. Like, I lost 10 from picking one up, I think. But I believe I can get more right here. And I also want to grab this medal. That serves as a hit point. You run out of medals, you lose a life. So you don't want to do that. Ow. Thankfully, there's another one right there. Also, when you find... That's a sword, by the way. And that's a tomato can. Tomato cans. You need those to exit the level. Also, some rocks can be pushed by attacking them. Yeah, that's a thing that you definitely want to do. And you are not charging at me. Here's an extra life. Let's make sure we pick that up. And I have 60 seconds left, and I want to get out of here. And yeah, the cherry tomatoes run away when you go for them, which can make them a little hard to get sometimes. And if you're not careful, they can also turn back into regular tomato enemies after you leave them on screen long enough, and I did not want that guy hitting me. And I am down to 30 seconds, but we made it to the exit with the tomato can. Let's press down at this tree stump to climb down. Let's get our tiny time bonus and then continue. Now, the weather continues slimy with sudden flurries of tomatoes throughout the country. Yick! I have no idea what he sounds like, so I'm just doing some standard newscaster accent, I guess. Anyway, press start to leave the screen as always. Here's another parachute. I have 2 tomatoes trying to hit me. You can kick the mailbox, so it will probably do nothing for you. Probably because an enemy came out of it already. And I lost my multipliers, so I'm going to have to collect more. If you jump through or attack windows, you'll break them, and sometimes you'll find stuff inside it you can grab. I recommend doing it. And there was a random cherry tomato just popping up right there. And also want to make sure that I get points too. And there's a tomato with a sombrero who will try to shoot hot fire breath at us. Want to watch out for that. Also, some parts of platforms will break away, and you will need to be careful. Lightning bolt gives you invincibility. You want to grab that. And it's temporary too. I don't think it lasted me very long. And there's a cherry tomato there, but couldn't get my hands on it. Now I can get my hands on it. And I want to make my way to the bottom of this building, preferably without running into you. Yeah, the sombrero tomato is back. Also, clouds. You probably noticed this already, but they act as trampolines. And if you hit A when you land on them, Ow. You'll be able to jump higher. Also, go straight down when you get that tomato can. That's how you get back to where you want to be, which is not above a bottomless pit. Also want to keep jumping here. Want to keep being careful here. I really don't want enemies to run into me. And we are now done with our second stage already. Zanzukkini's most honored landmark, Finletter's pizza parlor, is swarming with tomatoes. We can expect Wilbur to make a valiant stand. Let's hope it's not his last. And if you know what you're doing, you can get plenty of lives, health. Well, health doesn't really carry over, but you can get plenty of lives here, and points, and cherry tomatoes. Let's make it happen. Don't jump into the fan, it hurts. Also, watch out near certain pots, because tomatoes will pop out of them. Also, hit what you can for bonuses, whatever they may be, because you never know when you might need more points or a bonus multiplier or anything of the sort. You never know. Also, definitely love it when I have a cherry tomato run into a wall like that, because that means it's easier for me to get. And the camera moves really slowly in this game. Like, you can get it to where you want it to be, but it can still be a tad of a pain in the butt to deal with. And sometimes you can barely see what's going to run into you or whatnot. There's a tomato can. Just kick that pot and you'll find it. Yeah, be on the lookout for things like metals and enemies. And why am I a pizza? I don't want to be a pizza. Ugh. That was terrible. That was very terrible. I did not want that to happen. Thankfully, it's easy to put yourself in a better position here, lives-wise, than probably any other stage in this game. As long as you're not getting your butt kicked. I mean, as long as that's not happening, you're gonna be good. And, wow. I am getting hopelessly destroyed here. But at least I managed to grab 100 coins, or 100 of the cherry tomatoes for an extra life. I hope I can get another one. That would be great. Take care of you. Make sure we take care of this other enemy when it shows up. So far, so good. I shouldn't have leapt into that machine. It turns you into a pizza. Nobody wants to be a pizza. And I know there's going to be another enemy in here. Oh, for Pete's sake. And I don't want to run into that enemy. Whatever I do. Let's make sure we get that again. He's going to run away from us. I'm going to get the medal. Let's go right this time. And let's watch out for the conveyor belt. Let's grab this. And that's a pizza pan that I'm kicking, by the way. Kicking a pizza pan works like kicking a rock that can be sent rolling forward. Don't run into a rolling rock or pizza pan, because that does hurt you, by the way. That is a thing that you do not want to do in this game. Taking unnecessary damage. But hey, at least I have a multiplier. Really? Well, at least I had all those hits. At least I had all those hits. Also, let's make sure we grab all those cherry tomatoes that pop up. Also, game isn't chugging as horribly here. I'm glad. And I just got my lives back. Can I kick you? I can. And apparently an enemy came out of here. And now there's another one. It's some guy who wants to wear a sombrero and taunt me. Now I know there's another enemy in there. I wanted to kick him. That didn't help. That didn't work. Okay. I probably should have kicked that pan anyway, but, well, that gave me more room to get whatever was in there. And get the cherry tomatoes, too. Let's grab some more multipliers. Why am I calling it multipliers? It's like I've forgotten how to speak English. I never usually pronounce it multipliers, just multa. Also, I'm getting a lot of points here, and I have set myself up for another extra life. Now I made it to the end. As our hero takes to the rooftops, Dr. Gangrene prepares to launch thousands of tomatoes against the world. Can Wilbur stop him in time? Let's return to the battlefield. And I managed to pause the game, which is great. There we go. We are now on the rooftops of the city after playing through 3 stages. And I believe I will play through 3 more short stages in this game in the next video. So join me next time where we play stages 4 through 6. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!